You know, sometimes these fanfiction ideas I think of are incredibly ridiculous in my head, and when I say them out loud, they're equally ridiculous. This is one of those times. So yes, you can read from the title. Loud Ultraman and Loud House. Giant monster girls all out attack, or whatever the hell I'm going to call the subtitle. Kaiju girls all out attack. Who knows? Yes. So this is like obviously a Ultraman Loud House crossover, but it is also a direct reference to the Monster Girl anime that came out from Ultraman. Yeah, that was a thing. Not a good thing, but it was a thing. I've seen episodes. It's dumb. It's completely dumb, but it's it's really dumb, but it's dumb in a fun way, if that makes any sense. So I kind of had the idea of like, I wonder if you could do that again, but with Loud House characters. And I'm sure, like, hopefully, maybe this will inspire some fan art of that. Just not provocative, please, God, no. Please, I don't need to inspire Rule 34. Please, God, no. Anyway, so let's get started with the story. So the story begins with Lisa and Lincoln helping Lisa with a new telescope at late at night, and she's seeing she wants to see a series of meteor showers that are going to occur overnight, and she wants to document it. However, during the said meteor shower, something falls from the sky, and that something is a massive canister of unknown capsules. And these capsules all have images of different monsters on them. Now, Lisa and Lincoln are like, oh, this is so cool, like, what is this? And Lincoln, who has an understanding of, like, monsters and whatnot, I mean, yeah, he has a fucking Ghidorah figure in his room. So Lincoln basically says like, "Oh my God, these are images of the of the monsters Ultraman fights in Japan," and he's like explaining like, "Yeah, this," and that's when Lisa makes a note that maybe these are from the Science Patrol, which she actually wants to join. She's heard about the Science Patrol and like their duties to fight the monsters and create science betterment for mankind. And she thinks that this is all from them. Like she is convinced that this is just a big just a lost experiment of the Science Patrol. And Lincoln suggests maybe we should call them. And Lisa, who is more like, hold on, I want to see what this is. So as they're testing out as they're looking through the capsules, they're seeing one for each monster. There's one for Ella King, there's one for Zeton, there's one for Gamora, there's another for King Joe, there's another for Crazy Gon, a one for Jiras, and they're all like, it's all different monsters. So so eventually, the commotion that Lincoln and Lisa have discovered is that it's obviously attracted the attention of their sisters. Now, now they try to be like, no, it's nothing, and they're like, huh, come on, let's see it. So they all get their own little capsules, and when they open them, they turn into they basically get bonded with the powers of each kaiju. So each girl gets a different monster. Like you have Lori, who gets the powers of Zeton. You have Lisa, who gets King Joe. You have Lynn, who gets Gamora. Another with Ella. Lynn gets Ella King. Things like that. So each of the girls get the different monsters and their abilities. They each get their own abilities and start learning how to use them. And Lincoln's trying to teach them all how okay, you guys are monsters. I will show you. They all have the monsters' abilities, and they're like, oh, we're like superheroes. Too bad you didn't get one, Lincoln. And he's like, yeah, totally, great. But however, the more they use their powers, the more it becomes obvious that they grow a little bit every time they use their abilities. And Lincoln and the rest of the girls are trying to hide it from their parents. But and Lincoln's like, until Lisa can figure this out, maybe you guys should just not use your powers and just hide out until we can figure out a way to reverse this. But as the day goes on, the girls just can't help themselves and use their powers either with pulling pranks or getting to a sale on time. It ranges from every single different thing until they're kaiju size, and by this point their inner monsters are raging out of control and they're actually attacking one another. And it's at this point it's revealed who's really behind this. That person is Mephiles. Yeah, Mephiles was the one behind this. He put the canister down there in order to, give the power of monsters to the human race. It just happened to fall into the Loud House's backyard. However, obviously, with all the monster commotion in Royal Woods, it's attracted the attention of the Science Patrol, and of course, where there's the Science Patrol, there is Ultraman. So Hayata arrives with Science Patrol, and then turns into Ultraman, encounters the monster girls, who are all like just completely just smashing their way through Minnesota until Ultraman arrives, and at that point, Mephiles is like, Ultraman finally arrives. Let's see how well he can handle in my experiment, my gift to humanity. So Ultraman takes on the girls, but he realizes that these are, controlled by Mephiles, and he has to take them down gently. But the thing of it is that while they're powerful, they're not as powerful as the monsters Ultraman fought before. So he's actually having a better time handling them, and they don't have great control of their power either. So eventually he does take them down, and every time he beats them, they shrink back down to their normal size and lose their abilities. It's also at this point that Ultraman looks up, and he's down to his last 30 seconds. He uses his beam to cut a hole through Mephiles' ship and forcing him to run off. Yeah. So the girls are saved, and the day is saved thanks to Ultraman. So there you go. It's a quick story. It was just something I literally thought of today, and I didn't put much thought into it other than, hey, wouldn't it be fun and stupid? This be fun and stupid. And sometimes you just need a fun and stupid story. Am I right? So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this story? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And which monster would you put with each of the Loud sisters? Which of the Ultraman kaiju would you put with each sister? Just out of curiosity. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.